What's happening, Trap Squad? In this video, I'm going to be doing an updated version of my Gacha Evolve review. I feel like I could have done a much better job explaining it, explaining the features, and now that I got to use it for a while, I kind of get the perks and the hidden secrets. So make sure you watch the whole video to find out how to get unlimited Pokeballs. And if you haven't had a chance, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with people that want to know this information or that have a Gacha and are not using it to its max potential. Stay tuned, let's get it. When I first heard about the Gacha Evolve, I was kind of leaning towards getting it, but I also had my concerns, right? It is a little on the pricey side. It's between $30 and $40 depending if there's sales going on. And I did some research. Before I buy anything, I like to do research. I like to watch videos on how it works. And from my experience from having it, like 8 months, I can say if you're a dedicated Pokemon Go player and you play every day and you like walking around, or you can even drive, put your phone down, put your gacha on, just keep driving, and it'll catch and spin Pokestops for you. But we'll go into more details about that later. And it's kind of nice to just do that, interact Stardust for you, especially if you're in a clutter area, and get home and you have a random shiny, right? I've done it like 5 times. Perfect example is during Tentacle Day. I went out the whole hour. I need one more to have both evolutions because again, I just want to collect Gen 1 shinies, and I didn't catch any. I was disappointed. Whatever, I go home, I check my recents, and I got one from my Gacha Evolve. That was super clutch, and I have gotten many more just from it auto catching for me. So my advice is, if you really are a dedicated player, you like leveling up, Stardust, again, pop a star piece, go clutter areas, it'll do all the work for you. And having random, shiny show up, definitely go for it. And again, this is an updated version of my old video. I'll link the video in the description or up here in the eye above. But let's get into the features of this Gacha Evolve and what you can do with it. So down here, as you can tell, it is very slick. It kind of looks like a Fitbit. It looks like a cool watch. It's easy to wear. It's just, you just tighten it up like a belt, like a bracelet. And the only bad part about the hardware itself is the charging. When you first get it, you have to look down here, and there should be an arrow here somewhere. Where is it? Let the camera focus a little. It's right here. There it is. You can see it. So that arrow points to where the charging is at, right? And to take it off, you kind of have to angle it at a 45 degree and then pull like this. I'm not gonna lie, when you first do this, it feels like you're gonna rip it off. I once took the other side off on accident. Luckily nothing happened. But again, you just have to angle it and then pull, right? Because this is the part right here that goes into the charging, into the USB. So if you do one bad pull, you're gonna break that off and you're gonna really regret it. But it hasn't happened to me, and it doesn't need charging that often unless you constantly run it. But again, still really cool. So feature wise, it's able to track your steps. This is really cool. Again, if you like to keep track of that, it doesn't really matter. On the next part, it's either gonna have a check mark at the bottom box or an X. You can turn these on and off by holding the button at the bottom. Again, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little, let's see if we can get that focused. You can kind of see it there. It's like a red button at the bottom right, and you just press it to go to the next screen. And there we go. To turn it on, so this one means it can catch for you. If you go to this one, so it auto spins for you. So for this, you have to hold it down, and when you see the little wheels turn and then the check mark on, it means now when you pass by a Pokestop, and if your gacha is on and connected to the phone, it's gonna spin a Pokestop for you. And to connect it is really simple. You have to go to your phone, go into Pokemon Go, and at the top right, you're gonna see the little Pokeball emblem there. You click on that, and to my experience, you can just click this once and it'll auto connect. But before I leave home, I like going to the connect screen where it's trying to find the device, put them kind of close to each other, and it should auto connect, and then that Pokeball will light up, indicating that it's good to go. The other features of the gacha are, this is to vibrate. Again, you can turn it on or off. So when it's working, when it's spinning something, or if it's auto catching something, it's gonna vibrate the gacha. And the very last one is for it to make noise. So it creates a little sound. I think you guys have heard it. Let me see where it's at. I think it was this one. It's gonna make like a tick. I was doing it right now and I was trying to turn it on, and I find it kind of annoying. Honestly, you can leave it on or off, but it just depends on the type of player you are. If you want to see how much balls you're using, you can leave that on. There are some pros and cons to the gacha evolve. Some of the pros are, again, it catches random Pokemon for you. You know, you get those surprise shinies here and there. And, you know, it's great for racking up Stardust, especially if you're going somewhere where there's a lot of clutters. Just turn on a star piece, you know, leave it running, and it's gonna catch them for you. My favorite part for sure is the fact that you can turn it on. You know, put your phone down and just drive. If you're going anywhere, if you're driving through a town, you know, your local town, if you're driving by a parking lot, it's gonna do all the catching for you, right? If you're in a hurry, you don't have to stop. Just let it do all the work for you, and when you get home, you might have a nice surprise. There's only a few cons I found with this. I'm not gonna lie. One of them, again, being hard to charge at first. That thing is hard to come off. And again, it's gonna feel like you're ripping it off the first time, but just remember to get like a 45-degree angle before you put it off. Also, it wastes a lot of red balls. Like, I can't stress this enough. You have to keep up your red ball count, and it will not use the other two. And if your inventory is full or your Pokemon bag, it will not spin or catch things for you. It will give you a message on your phone saying it's full, but it's not that big of a con, other than you need to have a lot of red balls in your storage. And now the part you're all here for: how to get unlimited Pokeballs. This is honestly a very simple one, and you know, it's gonna take some finessing at first, but once you're connected, you know, you drive to a spot that has a lot of Pokestops. I know a spot here that has 2 gyms and like 3 Pokestops, and I go there, kind of get in the middle where you can reach all of them, and you scroll down on your phone. Again, it works for both of them, Apples and Androids. You just turn off your location. Leave your data on and turn off your Wi-Fi as well. Do not leave your Wi-Fi on, and you can literally drive off, go home, and it will auto spin for you as long as you leave it there. Things to watch out for: if your phone leaves the gacha evolve like a certain distance, it will disconnect. Like, I've done this before. I get home, I sit down, I put my phone down to charge, I walk to the bathroom, I come back, my gacha was in my hand, and it disconnected, right? It's unlucky, that was my bad. So I've learned to place both of them down on the table and just go do my thing. You know, I come back, my phone will lock here and there, and sometimes it randomly will disconnect after the first spin. I mean, it just happens, but overall, it just brings me Pokeballs for like 2-3 hours. I mean, that's when I take it off, but in hindsight, it should just auto spin as long as the battery doesn't run out, and bring you as many Pokeballs, potions, you know, all the other items you can get from Pokestops. Honestly, this is a very cool item you need to have. If you're a dedicated Pokemon Go player, don't even think about it. Save up for it, you know, get it. I'm thinking of doing a giveaway where I give one of these out. Let me know if you think that would be cool. You know, let me know in the comments below. And if you do have one, let me know if you know any other tips or tricks that you use it for. But, you know, I love it. Community days, especially the ones with extra Stardust. I pop a star piece. I find a few shinies myself, and then just let it run. Just let it run, let it do its thing. And this is going to bring you so much Stardust, so many Pokemon. And, you know, if you let it auto run to get unlimited balls, it's just gonna counter the amount of balls it uses. And once again, thank you guys for stopping at Trapxjuice Gaming. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Was it helpful? And again, this is an updated version of my previous video, and that one was doing so good that I just knew I had to make an updated version. I had to make a better one, you know, higher quality. Back in the day, I was kind of new into YouTubing, so I was kind of just made a quick one. I was like, I need to let people know about this so they can take advantage of getting unlimited Pokeballs and, you know, randomly catching stuff throughout their day. So once again, thank you guys for stopping by. Till next time.